Friends and family from around the world, this is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide, and we are on March 3rd, 2020. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Dew, where we look at space weather, world weather, earthquakes, volcanoes, everything affecting our planet. Starting out here looking at 2 active Earth-facing sunspots. Looking at the incoming images here, the last 48 hours, you can see them developing, and another one just approaching the surface. You can see it squirted out quite a plasma strike. Looking at the outgoing images here, those 2 sunspots are going to be very active on the backside. And just watch for the numbers to keep increasing, which we've been documenting and talking about for the last week since the filament eruption. So the incoming, or the affecting space weather that we have right now, which 500 kilometers per second, the solar winds are smacking our planet. Stay aware and prepared for any other kind of space weather that may be coming our way. I appreciate you choosing Morning Dew as we approach the solar maximum. Coronal holes, sunspots, filament eruptions, abundance. So stay aware and prepared. Looking at the real-time solar wind, yeah, we had the spike up to 681 kilometers per second. And we are seeing a steady stream right now of 563 kilometers per second. And this is what it looks like when it is affecting and creating our magnetosphere around the planet. Solar winds here. The last was the pressure. So we are under a lot of pressure right now, and it's obvious. And it's surmounting the numbers, the earthquakes, the volcanoes. Looking here at our geomagnetic activity, we are low right now once the winds calm down, but we will be expecting another coronal hole wind stream. Looking at the annual spiral here for the space weather prediction, you can see that big red blob just kind of goes underneath of us, but I think we're going to get a blast here in the next few days. We do have incoming space weather. So be on watch for March 5th to the 7th as the space weather is coming in. Looking at the Schumann resonance for today, which is a power of 10, still a very low number. Quiet frequency. Quality of 8.1, power of 10. Looking at earthquakes the last 24 hours, very, very busy. Thoughts and prayers going out to everybody that was affected today by the 6.3 earthquake in Greece. Unbelievable. I've seen a lot of footage coming out of there. Thoughts and prayers, as they are not built to code for these kind of events. You can see many aftershocks throughout the region, ranging to 4.5 to 5.1, as well as 4.2 there in Croatia. And then move straight here to the North Pole. And when you look at this, in Greenland, the middle of Greenland. So that is the Lomonosov Ridge, 5.0 at a 10-kilometer depth. This could start changing things if we see some activity on Greenland after seeing all the activity in Iceland. The continuous activity throughout Alaska, especially the last 24 hours, seeing the 4.4, 4.6 there, Sandpoint, 4.5. Across the upper Midwest, 2.6. What is that? Ucluelet, Canada, off the coast there. The one, the Fuca Plate, 2.9, Idaho, 3.1, Nevada, 3.2, Texas, 2.5, Tennessee. Also seeing the Virgin Islands with a 3.7 here at 3.6. Puerto Rico still rocking. 4.6 here today in Colombia again, and we've seen a lot of earthquakes in the region recently. This is the last 36 hours. At 5.0 in Peru, 5.1 in Colombia the other day. Now another 4.6, and that is right by the Nevada de Ruiz volcano. And just recently here, 4.4 in Chile, 104 or 105 kilometer depth. And then the deep earthquakes in Fiji today. Interesting, 4.9 there, 5.4, 552 kilometer depth. The Fiji region. And as well the 4.8, 384 kilometer depth. 4.9 here around Anak again, Indonesia, Batunga. Just wanted to keep noting that out because if Anak goes, be ready. Timing is everything. We're on a cycle right now. This is the last 24 hours for earthquakes. The last 7 days, have a look at the last 7 days. Many deep earthquakes, every continent right now. Fiji region, lots of activity, Loyalty Islands for about a week now, almost 2 weeks. And of course, Kilauea, Hawaii has been rocking since last year, December. Just coinciding, erupting on December 21st, 2020. It's a planetary conjunction. So everything's lining up, adding up. And we need to stay aware and prepared. But you know what? I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all checking out earthquakes, volcanoes, and everything else that's so exciting on this planet. Thoughts and prayers to everybody that is affected by them as well. 5-day forecast here by Meteor Mike. We're going to start out here, home base, Calgary, Alberta. As, cold nights and sunshiny days because we got a high pressure ridge, but things are going to change here. Watching this 5-day forecast, okay? Jet stream has changed dramatically. Now the high pressure ridge over the Yukon moved south quickly here in the 5-day forecast. Low pressure system breaking off from the big Pacific low off the coast of Alaska in the 5-day forecast, and is going to move straight northeast into the Yukon. And in the 5-day forecast, probably going to park itself right over the Hudson Bay, and then that will change things for winter for sure. We still have a month to go in an already record-setting winter. Strong high-pressure ridge. Things are freezing in the north, I'm sure of it. Now, huge low-pressure system here that's going to be affecting parts of Russia and Kamchatka. This is monstrous, people. And you've been following my channel now for 4 years. I've been documenting and sharing my research. That is a beast of all storms. So thoughts and prayers. Everybody, just be ready. You're all weather junkies like me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get to the weather. So dry across most North America as that high pressure ridge slips down, but it gets gobbled up by the Gulf, warm air. So watch for some spring-like conditions, but then it's going to be a tease as those low pressure systems set up over the Hudson Bay, and this low pressure system still to affect parts of Atlantic Canada in the 5-day forecast. Then it's going to quickly scoot to Greenland. But I mean, we've got this monstrous system on the Pacific coastline and as well the Atlantic coastline. And then this monstrous system in the Atlantic is going to head straight to Iceland. I tell you, everything's just adding up, lining up. Looking across Europe, high pressure ridge moving in, but a low pressure moving in from the north is going to cool things down. So you will see a transition. You could see some interesting systems developing here. Long range forecast for Italy. And then all across Russia, that large low pressure system that came in from eastern Finland is now over the center of Russia and is broken up into three. But just the size of these systems, I'm telling you, I haven't seen them this big in my 4 years reporting. So please, just be ready. Our planet is changing, and so are we. Hopefully. Much love. Overlooking Indonesia. Daily evaporation rains continue. Australia, high pressure ridge moving in, and low pressure system moving away from parts of Queensland and down into New Caledonia. So watch for things to dry out across Australia and New Zealand. After your 5-day forecast, you'll see a high pressure ridge move in. South America, watch for daily evaporation rains, but some torrential downpours possible here in Colombia and parts of Paraguay, Bolivia, and down into Panama. This whole region could see some pretty torrential rains over the next little bit. As well through the border with Brazil. Long line of moisture being fed from the Atlantic here, low pressure system. Interesting, quick little system here moving. Yeah, the systems are wonky. And then finally, the low pressure system will move away from Madagascar. Heavy rains moving into the Congo region. Friday into Saturday. Watch for some pretty intense storms. Could see some fires light up. Overlooking the Indies, very dry. Not many systems affecting you at all. Most of the weather is in Russia, Europe, North America. Leave it here looking at the southern hemisphere versus the northern. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to Morning Dew and choosing this channel, staying aware and prepared to world weather analysis, earthquakes, volcanoes, everything that affects humanity. Prayers for humanity. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. And have a look at this big player for our planet coming up. Bye-bye now. Much love. Please share this video. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.